Tomorrow we're going to talk to Sonia Barrett, the author of the book Health, An Inside Job, and she's got a lot of stuff to say about the health crisis and the health scandal and the nature of disease and some alternative health ideas. She's one of my favorite authors, Sonia Barrett, B-A-R-R-E-T-T. Her book is Health, An Inside Job. We'll be talking to Sonia tomorrow. Okay, so we are talking about the super amino acid arginine. We're talking liver health, and not surprisingly, arginine and liver health are connected. Arginine is a major detox amino acid. It's a major liver health amino acid. It's been used to treat liver injury. It can help improve blood flow to the liver. It can improve the symptoms of fatty liver disease. If you're one of the 100 million Americans who are dealing with fatty liver disease, in addition to using arginine, there's a lot of non-doctor and non-medical strategies that you can use to improve the health of the liver. By the way, there's also an important relationship between cholesterol and statin drugs and arginine, which we'll be talking about here in a second. So what do you do to improve liver health? It's simple. First of all, change the way we eat. The liver is a digestive organ. Changing the way we eat, simple strategy, just eating less food. It's always a good idea to eat less food. It's always a good idea to eat dramatically less sugar. The liver, in addition to being a digestive organ, is also a sugar processing organ. This is so important because the liver is where point 1 on our triangle of disease becomes point 2 on our triangle of disease. The triangle of disease is the digestive system, which breaks down first, then the blood sugar system, and which breaks down second, and then the adrenal thyroid complex, which breaks down third. And from there, all disease shows up, which means, as we said so many times on this program, if you're dealing with heart disease, if you're dealing with skin issues, if you're dealing with eye health issues, macular degeneration or glaucoma or cataracts, if you're dealing with autoimmune problems, if you're dealing with cancer, if you have high blood pressure, no matter what it is, backtrack, work backwards to the adrenal, the thyroid and the adrenal glands, the blood sugar system and the digestive system. The liver is the jumping off point between point A and point B, the digestive system and the blood sugar system. The liver does both. It helps us process our food, and it helps us process sugar. So eating less sugar, eating less food. You can use probiotics. There's also a very important relationship between liver health and good bacteria. Eating fermented foods, using digestive enzymes, supporting fat metabolism. These are all for any kind of liver health issue, whether it's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, so-called NAFLD. Now they're calling it NASH, or whether you have hepatitis, or if you're on a prescription drug, or if you just want to keep your liver healthy. Support fat metabolism. Use bile salts. Use magnesium. Use the ultimate selenium. Make sure you're taking zinc. One of my all-time favorite liver support supplements is NAC. It's emergency room part of the emergency room protocol for liver poisoning. Don't forget about vitamin C, the primal panacea, very, very important for the health of the liver. So is vitamin A, so is vitamin E. Take 20,000 international units of vitamin A a day, 400 international units of vitamin E. You can use either the tocopherol form or the deluxe premium tocotrienol form, which is a little harder to find and a little bit more expensive. And then there is arginine, super amino acid, as I call it. Arginine can be very helpful for the liver. As I said earlier, arginine can be used medicinally to treat liver disease. In an article that was published in the journal Nutrition, researchers showed that oral supplements of arginine significantly improved liver function in acute liver poisoning. Of course, this makes perfect sense because arginine is a healing amino acid. It's a wound healing and an anti-trauma amino acid. It's not so much that arginine is specific for the liver, although it does have some liver support properties because it's a detox amino acid. It's more like arginine is important for tissue regeneration and post-traumatic healing of all kinds, burns, wounds, surgery, scrapes. Any kind of wounding or broken tissue or any kind of injury can benefit from arginine supplementation. Then there's a very, very important relationship between arginine, the liver, and cholesterol. I'll tell you what I mean when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You are listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. Our number is 855-660-4261, and we do have lines open for you. We're coming back at you right after this with more good health information. Don't go away. It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear? and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wildcrafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? Then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome.
Hi, Peter Vaccaro for ParanormalDate.com. Are you looking for love in all the wrong places? Now you have a chance to change that by signing up for free at ParanormalDate.com. This incredible dating site puts people of like minds together. People who are interested in the strange, the unusual, mysteries, ghosts, UFOs, and the afterlife, and so much more. ParanormalDate.com was developed for you, people seeking a viable alternative to the other dating services. You can join for free by going to ParanormalDate.com, and if you decide you like it and want to connect with people, use the code GEORGE for a substantial discount. Mark Rawlings, president of ParanormalDate.com, says so many people hunger to share their experiences about the paranormal, the unexplainable, or the afterlife, and so much more, and this is the source for them to meet and share that common interest. So sign up for free at ParanormalDate.com, ParanormalDate.com, and use the code GEORGE if you decide to connect with someone you like.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
More and more people are discovering the incredible benefits of alkalizing the body, and there's no better product for it than AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops. Packed with a powerful combination of the most alkaline minerals and compounds, just a few drops in water will rid your body of harmful waste and give you more vibrance and vigor than you've had in years. Now buy 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body, supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joel Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. There's no reason why you shouldn't live to be at least 100 and have a great time getting there. and I'm going to give you a free copy of my lecture that tells you exactly how to do it. In fact, after you've lived a long and healthy life, there should be only 2 documents in your medical chart, a birth certificate and a death certificate. I'm Dr. Wallach with a warning. If you have a 4-inch medical chart, if you take prescription drugs for high cholesterol, high blood pressure, arthritis, joint pains, and other health issues, the medical profession is failing you. They're using you for an ATM machine. My free lecture is going to reveal what pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know. There's been groundbreaking research and discoveries on how to effectively treat or eliminate over 900 different diseases naturally, and it's all in my free lecture called Deadly Recipe. So call toll-free 1-855-79-YOUNG. Again, that's toll-free 1-855-79-YOUNG. 1-855-79-YOUNG.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Usually, the older one gets, the less you are able to absorb amino acids and the less you are able to repair the 100 trillion cells of your body. As a result, you'll have less energy, your tissues will shrink, and you'll become wrinkled. An older person will typically injure more easily and heal more slowly. Not fun. However, if you can consume a protein powder that is easier to absorb, then you may be able to gain back some strength, muscle, and speed of recovery. One World Whey is a highly digestible whey protein powder that may be the perfect answer for you.
My name is Errol. I'm 74 years old. You know, the taste of One World Whey is amazing. I play pickleball, and since taking One World Whey and your trace mineral supplement, I have more energy and recover faster from my working out. I used to take another grass-fed whey protein powder, but now I'm getting much better results using One World Whey.
Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com.
It's absolutely heartbreaking. All over America, people are suffering from issues related to angina pain, high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, irregular heartbeat, clogged arteries, and high cholesterol. Can you live your life free from sickness, pain, and fear, and experience your body's healing itself? Look to Heart and Body Extract, an all-natural supplement that aids ailing bodies. It is an exclusive formula of wild-crafted and organic herbs. End the pain without all the side effects of prescription drugs. People 20 years younger will envy your vitality. Want a happier, healthier you? Then go to heartandbody.com or call toll-free 866-295-5305 for free information. Heart and Body Extract offers a lifetime guarantee with no price increase in over 14 years. What are you waiting for? Call Heart and Body now at 866-295-5305 for your free information, or go to heartandbody.com. Distributor inquiries are welcome.
You're fired.
According to the Small Business Administration, 75% of small businesses plan to eliminate jobs or reduce workers' hours to part-time.
You're fired.
According to Gallup, the unemployment rate recently jumped to nearly 9%, and the underemployment rate hit a staggering 17.9%.
You're fired.
1 out of 3 young adults and 1 out of 2 recent college graduates are underemployed. Hello, I'm Keith Abel, a pharmacist and a home business entrepreneur. In 2011, I became one of those statistics myself. Instead of looking for another job in corporate America, I joined Dr. Joel Wallach, the Dead Doctors Don't Lie guy. We're creating steady incomes for ourselves and would like to show you how to do the same. If you want to supplement your current income, replace your income, so you don't have to become one of the statistics, then give me a call toll-free at 866-257-3105, 866-257-3105.
You're fired.
Don't wait till you hear those words. Start creating an extra income today. 866-257-3105.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Tomorrow we're going to talk to Sonia Barrett about her book, Health, an Inside Job. Sonia is a friend as well as a wonderful author, one of my favorite authors. She's got some really cool books, kind of weird sort of books that she writes. And she's kind of a little bit of a strange woman, but very cool. And we'll talk to her tomorrow about her book, Health, an Inside Job. That'll be tomorrow on the Bright Side. Okay, 855-660-4261 is our number today. If you've got questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls, and we will take your calls here in our next segment. Try to get on board early so we can squeeze in as many calls as possible. 855-660-4261. If you're interested in joining me in our webinars, we're doing phone webinars every Sunday, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. 6 p.m. Mountain Time. The dial-in number is 559-726-1300. Our access code is 455-987-POUND. Yesterday we talked about the thyroid as well as the Healthy Start Pack. And next week we're going to talk about adrenal fatigue. If you're interested in checking out my YouTube videos that I'm doing with Amanda Rideout on skincare, Amanda Rideout Health Coach, we do them every week. And you can Google search them, Amanda Rideout or Pharmacist Ben. And then you can also get on a list. We'll send out email links once a week as we do these, as we post these YouTubes. You can send me an email, ben@ksco.com, and we'll put you on the list and we'll get you links every week. And we talk about various skincare topics. Last one we did was on vitamins D and E for the skin. And the next program will be on a few other miscellaneous nutrients for the skin as well. So send me an email, ben@ksco.com. Okay, so there's a really important relationship between arginine and cholesterol, arginine in the liver and cholesterol, and if you're on a statin drug, there's also an interesting relationship between arginine and statin drugs. As you know, from listening to this program or listening to my presentations or anything I've done on the internet, statin drugs are, in my opinion, a way more significant toxic and health concern than cholesterol ever was or ever will be. The idea of using a liver poison, that's what a statin drug is. Make no mistake about it. A statin drug is a liver toxin. This is why you have to have your liver checked when you're on a statin drug. That alone should tell you something about the insidious nature of a statin drug and really all prescription drugs. Statin drugs are toxic to the liver, and you got to have your liver checked every 6 months or so. And if you have to have your liver checked every 6 months because you're taking a prescription drug, that's a prescription drug you probably don't want to take. The idea of using what is, in essence, a toxin, a poison, a liver poison, to lower the body's ability to manufacture what is probably the most, if not one of the most important chemical of all the biochemicals in the body. This idea of poisoning the liver to suppress the production of this vital, incredibly critical chemical cholesterol is a textbook example of the lunacy, the utter ridiculousness, the stupidity, the insidious nastiness of the pharmacomedical model. Cholesterol is a precursor to hormones. It's a building block to hormones, especially hormones that help us handle stress, especially hormones that help us build, especially hormones that help us grow and repair. Cholesterol is a raw material building block for the hormones of life. To suppress the production of this incredibly vital molecule is just nuts. Elevated blood cholesterol should first and foremost be regarded as a body that is in stress mode or in building mode or perhaps both. The body thinks it's under stress or thinks it's building, so it'll upregulate cholesterol manufacturing in an attempt to provide raw materials for the hormones that help us withstand stress and help us build. That's why cholesterol goes up. The body thinks it's in building mode or the body's in some kind of stress mode. When you realize the nature of cholesterol as a raw material for the production of these chemicals, the chemicals that help us withstand the stresses of life and the hormones that initiate building and growth and repair, it becomes obvious how idiotic, or even worse, how nasty and sneaky and rude and insidious the pharmacomedical model is that promotes blocking and suppressing the production of this ridiculously, unspeakably important molecule. Shutting down cholesterol, shutting down the production of cholesterol at the level of the liver deprives cells of the raw materials they need to withstand the ups and downs and the stresses of life in a healthy and productive and divinely mandated fashion. If you wanted to intentionally suppress an organism's ability to grow big and strong and tough and robust and to be able to withstand the stresses of life in a healthy and effective fashion, you couldn't pick a better strategy than to poison cholesterol manufacturing machinery. You tell that to the next medical professional who tells you that you need to lower your blood cholesterol. You couldn't pick a more perfect strategy for suppressing your ability to withstand the stresses of life, for suppressing your body's ability to grow and recover and repair, than to shut down cholesterol manufacturing. And you tell that to the next doctor who suggests that you need to be on a toxic statin drug because your cholesterol level is high. If you're interested in learning more, by the way, about this great cholesterol con, which has been perpetuated on the innocent American public by the pharmacomedical model and their lackeys, the Walgreens of the world, check out Dr. Wallach the next time he's in your town. I saw Dr. Wallach a couple weeks ago, and Dr. Wallach will probably be in your town sometime soon. He does 300 or so gigs a year. Check out Dr. Wallach and his talk. I went to see him here in Denver a couple weeks ago, and he broke it down so simply and so elegantly. The best I'd ever heard. It was the best talk. I've seen Dr. Wallach dozens of times, and this was by far his most, in my opinion anyway, his most enlightening and his best presentation. Anyway, he broke it down in this whole cholesterol con, as I call it. He broke it down in terms of the food companies and the vegetable oil companies, what I call the Criscoization. The Criscoization of the food supply, which began at the turn of the 20th century when we basically figured out how to synthesize fats, how to make fat artificially. Crisco, by the way, has a really interesting history. It was first invented around the time of the Civil War, believe it or not, around the 1860s by a couple of candle makers. It was first developed as a tallow or a lard replacement for candles by a couple of candle makers named William Proctor and James Gamble. Heard of those guys? William Procter and James Gamble, as in Procter and Gamble. And these two guys were candle makers during the Civil War, the 1860s or so, and they figured out how to make vegetable oil solid, and they were using it to make candles. And then after electricity came around in the 1880s, I guess Procter & Gamble saw the writing on the wall as far as candles were concerned, and they decided to market their invention as a cheap replacement for lard. And this was in the days when temperance and vegetarianism and fasting and other health strategies / fads were starting to get popular. Kellogg's was beginning his cereal empire, and he had the Kellogg Sanitarium in Battle Creek was a very popular place for people to go to. There was a clockmaker named Phineas Quimby who was promoting mental healing, and cosmetics and skin products were entering into the marketplace. Hang tight. We'll finish this up when we come back from our break. And take your phone calls as well. 855-660-4261 is back. I want to finish this little history of, you know what? I think we'll talk about this tomorrow. We'll finish up talking about Crisco and the history of Crisco. Got a really, really fascinating history associated with it. And there's also a relationship, believe it or not, probably to be expected, between heart disease and Crisco and Procter & Gamble and the so-called lipid hypothesis, the idea that saturated fats are bad for you and you got to stay away from butter and cheese. There's actually a really neat book that talks all about this Procter & Gamble and Criscoization of the food supply. It's called The Big Fat Surprise by Nina Teicholz. I'm trying to get her on the program. Her book is The Big Fat Surprise, Why Butter, Meat, and Cheese Belong in a Healthy Diet. Nina Teicholz, T-E-I-C-H-O-L-Z, and she goes over this whole story about how Procter & Gamble and Crisco and Ansel Keys and the lipid hypothesis and the epidemic of heart disease, which was unheard of at the time of Crisco, or relatively unheard of at the time of Crisco, and is now the leading cause of death. Nina Teicholz goes into how all of this is related. We'll continue talking about arginine and liver health and statin drugs and cholesterol and the Criscoization of the food supply on our next Brightside episode. Tomorrow we'll also talk to Sonia Barrett about her book, Health, an Inside Job. You can get the book on Kindle. I bought mine on Kindle. You can also get it on Amazon.com. Health, an Inside Job. Okay, 855-660-4261 is our number on the Bright Side. We want to hear from you today if you've got questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, you can call the phone team at 866-735-2470. Tell them you want to join the team. And you can also purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised or recommended on the program by calling the Brightside Ben team at 866-735-2470 or heading over to my website, brightsideben.com. Okay, time for our first phone call of the day. Cindy in Virginia, what's going on? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Hi. I listened to you last night. It was very, very good.
Oh, thank you. Are you in my downline or in Dixie's downline?
No, Dixie has my telephone number. I actually spoke with you last week, and you wanted to communicate with me. I do not have a computer.
Did we talk on the? I spoke to you on the air. I spoke to you on the phone.
You spoke to me. I have a phone. We were on the air because it was your radio program last week.
Okay.
I'm beginning to learn what's happening to me.
Good for you. Good for you.
If Dixie, you and I can have a conference, maybe I can learn more for me. I'm concerned about my mother.
Okay. What's up?
She's 87. She has a lot of conditions already that I can tell from Dr. Wallach's book and what you described. She has them. She has glaucoma.
Okay.
She was diagnosed with it in 1974, I think.
Okay.
She's had surgery last year because her eye pressure was too high.
Okay.
She's been putting in those drops for years.
Okay.
And suddenly, like 8 months later when she went, the doctor told her her eye pressure was not down enough. So she is scheduled to have surgery, whatever they do, July 14th. And I wanted to know if you could help me try, because all of this is new to me, and it's very new to her.
Good.
My dad was a physician, so she's coming from a total medical model.
Got it.
I just wondered what you might have me tell her.
I'll tell you. I'll give you the whole scoop on glaucoma. One of the principles. Thanks for your question, your call as well. One of the principles of the Bright Side philosophy, and I talked about this yesterday on the phone call a little bit, is that we don't want to get confused by our various symptoms. The body breaks down in various ways, but it breaks down from a few basic causes. So glaucoma and skin problems and autoimmune diseases and whatever our health conditions are, they represent leaves on a tree. I said this yesterday on the show. I probably said this a lot or I said this yesterday on the call. I probably said this a lot on the show as well. You want to think of your symptomology as leaves on a tree. Now, a tree is made up of three main parts. It's got the leaves, it's got the trunk, and it's got the roots. The leaves are the end. They're the end product of what's occurring at the root level, what's occurring in the ground and the root. If your leaves are mottled and your leaves aren't growing appropriately, the way you take care of the problem is not by spraying medicine on the leaves. By the time you see the problem on the leaves, it's over. The issue is in the soil and it's in the roots. So glaucoma represents leaves. What is the leaf? What is the root and the soil like when you have glaucoma? It's toxic and it's suffocated and it is starved. And the suffocation, intoxication, and starvation leads ultimately to an inflammatory problem, and from there all disease arises. Now, in terms of the tree, you don't have inflammation, but you have something that's preventing the leaves from getting nourished, whether it's oxygen or whether it's nutrition or whether it's toxicity. Likewise in the body, by the time you see a symptom, what you're dealing with is the leaf, the end result. The problem is in the root. Does that make sense so far, ma'am?
Yes, it does. Okay.
So what is the root cause of glaucoma or anything else? Well, behind all degenerative disease, you find cells that are not doing their work. And we'll use your case of glaucoma. Glaucoma is caused by a broken down valve in the eye. There are valves in the eye that open up and fluid leaks out, drains out of the eye, and that's how pressure is controlled. When you have an inflammation of the cells, the microscopic cells that line that valve does not function appropriately. The fluid doesn't drain, and the fluid builds up, and that's what causes glaucoma. So far, so good?
Yes.
Okay, so glaucoma is the manifestation of some kind of cellular defect of the cells of the valve that opens up, that opens and closes to drain fluids. What causes inflammation of cells? Well, what causes inflammation of cells of that valve are the same thing that causes inflammation of any cells: starvation, suffocation, intoxication. The most important, suffocation's real easy. That just means you got to start oxygenating, and deep breathing techniques are always something you want to do, no matter what your health challenge is. Sitting down on the couch and practicing slow, deep breathing, super important. If you have, if your mom or if you have an iPhone or Android phone, you can get an app called My Calm Beat or bio breathing. Please do not underestimate the importance of slow, deep breathing. You can test how effective this is for yourself just by taking your blood pressure at a baseline level, practicing slow, deep breathing, or doing some slow, deep breathing for 2 or 3 minutes, taking your blood pressure again, and you'll notice your blood pressure drops. And this is a visible manifestation of all of the biochemical changes, the beneficial biochemical changes that are occurring inside the body. So number one, slow, deep breathing. Number two, you got to eliminate toxification. Now, there's a couple sources of toxification. The most important sources of toxins in the body are going to come in through foods, and I'll tell you about how you handle that in a moment. But another very important form of toxification is blood sugar. And every diabetic knows that glaucoma and eye problems and blood sugar issues go hand in hand. I'm guessing your mom's probably in her 70s, right? 70s or 80s, correct?
She's 87.
Okay, so she's 87. Guaranteed she's got some blood sugar problems. Unless she's been understanding her biochemistry and taking care of her body for her whole life, it's impossible not to have blood sugar issues at the age of 87. They may be mild and she may not know, or they may be severe. She may be a diabetic. Is she any blood sugar issues?
She doesn't have blood sugar issues. I'm the type 1. She's not.
No, you don't know she doesn't have blood sugar issues. You're probably going
I don't know whether she does or not, but
you can rest assured she does, and you want to treat her. You want to treat her as if she did, and that means all the blood sugar things. That means get on the sweeties from Longevity. That is chromium and vanadium, very important for blood sugar control. Magnesium, superstar mineral, probably next to chromium or alongside chromium and vanadium. Magnesium is also very important for blood sugar control. You can get magnesium in a couple of Longevity products, the OsteoMag as well as the OsteoFX. Around 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium a day is a good place to be, and magnesium's a wonderful multifunctional mineral anyway, so she's going to benefit in a lot of different fashions by using magnesium. There's tons more. Hang tight, because I really want to get to the core of this, so don't go away, Cindy. And if you're on hold, stay there. We'll get to you when we come back from our break as well. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. 1. We're talking to Cindy in Virginia. Cindy, are you there, ma'am?
Here.
Okay, so glaucoma and diabetes and blood sugar go hand in hand. It's caused by a clogged up canal. They call it the canal of Schlemm. That's the technical name for this kind of opening in the eye that drains fluid out. As that area, I think there's a little valve that opens and closes. As that area gets clogged up and inflamed at the cell level, fluid doesn't drain, fluid builds up. That's called glaucoma. So what do? Well, first of all, the most important thing to do whenever you have any kind of degenerative disease, and that's what glaucoma is you want to start practicing slow, deep breathing techniques. Slow, deep breathing helps oxygenate the body. Oxygen is very important for not only for health and for recovery, but also for stabilizing or reducing the output of stress hormones from the adrenal gland, which can compromise glaucoma and all health conditions. So don't underestimate the importance of slow, deep breathing, and always focus on the exhale, which is where toxins are eliminated out of the body. The second thing, because glaucoma and blood sugar issues go hand in hand, is you want to start stabilizing the blood sugar. The Sweeties from Youngevity is awesome. So is magnesium. Osteomag and OsteoFX will help stabilize blood sugar. Zinc is also very important for blood sugar issues. 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. Vitamin A is helpful for blood sugar issues. And then also, of course, eating less sugar. And that means bread and pasta and rice and potatoes, things that we don't ordinarily consider to be sugar or think of as sugar. They get broken down as sugar, and they can exacerbate blood sugar issues. Drinking a lot of water after you eat these kinds of foods is also helpful. That can help dilute the blood sugar, especially first thing in the morning. The Healthy Start Pack goes without saying. That can give your mom some of the basic nutrients, especially the water-soluble nutrients, which many people are deficient in. As we get older, we tend to be deficient in these water-soluble nutrients. And then also, just our day-to-day life, we tend to be deficient in water-soluble nutrients if we're not replacing them after we urinate. And then last but most certainly not least, in fact, this is probably first, it's correct digestive issues. In addition to blood sugar problems, in addition to toxicity in the blood from sugar, toxicity in the blood from incompletely or poorly processed foods is a big problem with all eye health issues, including glaucoma, with all degenerative disease issues. Use the Ultimate Enzymes after meal. Have your mom use the Ultimate Enzymes after meals, as well as digestive enzymes. I consider the Biolumin Nightly Essence to be part of the Mighty 90, or as important as the Mighty 90, even though we don't consider them to be part of the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. I consider them to be as important. They're almost like a panacea for all digestive health issues. At the age of 87, it's very unlikely that your mom's digestive system is operating pristinely. So using probiotics, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, and maybe even some of these new Beyond Organic products might be helpful for your mom. And then the Z Radical is also very good for all digestive health issues. Using apple cider vinegar after meals can help. I like lecithin as a digestive aid. You can get lecithin at a health food store. You may want to try sunflower lecithin as opposed to soy lecithin, but either way. And then also bile salts, B-I-L-E, they can support digestive health, as well as pepsin and hydrochloric acid. Both they will come together, and you can get that at a health food store. And then also, as I said earlier, making sure if she's got any foods that are causing any digestive distress, constipation, loose stools, heartburn, any of those kinds of things, those are foods that need to be eliminated. Now, all of this is going to take a little bit of time, but she should start in terms of the glaucoma, but she should start noticing overall health benefits: more energy, better digestive kinds of symptoms, better bowel movements, just general improvement in health symptoms. She should start noticing results within 1 or 2 days of getting on this kind of program. 1 or 2 days. It won't take very long, especially the digestive support. As far as the glaucoma goes, that might take a little bit longer for her to start to notice results. But it's more than just glaucoma, Cindy. It's her whole body that we want to take care of, not just the eyes, not just the canal of Schlemm, not just the inflammation that's causing the glaucoma, but the entire body as a system. And everything I just told you is going to do just that. Does that help you, ma'am?
Yeah, it does. Is that why I'm still doing the bone soup? And I learned about the apple cider vinegar from you and somebody else in Dr. Wallach's thing. So she needs to start doing that too?
Oh, heck yes. That would be awesome. And put a little apple cider vinegar in the bone soup.
Because
in the soup. That will help dissolve the cartilage off the bones, and you'll get more of the immune building and body building benefits from that cartilage substance. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very, very much.
Thank you. God bless. Have a beautiful day, ma'am. Hope that works out. Joan in Texas, welcome to the bright side. What's going on, ma'am?
Hi, Ben. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling.
I I have developed a rash at the base of my head.
Okay.
It's itchy,
okay.
and I'm not sure how to get rid of it or what's going on in my body.
Okay, now you probably can't see the rash, but if you have you looked at it? Can you see it in the mirror, or can somebody else see it for you?
You can, yeah. And when it's itchy, I scratch it, and it is red.
Okay, is it on the very? What you want to do is see. Well, I'll tell you how you take care of it in a couple ways. But one of the things you want to do is you want to see if it's deep or if it's surface. If it's on the surface, you can. There's a lot of things you could do topically. If it's deep, there's some things that you're going to want to do internally. Your lymphatic system. Your lymph system is like a circulatory system for poisons. It's like a sewage system, and it's how poisons are drained out of the body. And there's a little concentration of lymph in that area that you're describing. So it wouldn't be unusual for you to have a reaction there. So a couple things that you might want to think about. Number one, see if you can find any kinds of digestive issues. And if you can, see if you can link them up to when the rash flares up. And that'll tell you that your immune system is being activated secondary to some kind of food that you're eating. If you can't find that, just go on regular If you don't notice that you have digestive problems, look for them. It's always helpful to find them. Just because you don't notice them doesn't mean you don't have them, because, as I said before, they tend to go under the radar. We just don't notice those things. So try to find them. If you can find them, that's helpful, because then you can link them up to foods and eliminate those foods. If you can't find them, and then just go into regular digestive support. And not just for you. I'm not going to say, I'm going to tell you this now, Joan, but I'm saying this to everybody out there. And I've been in the skincare business for many years. The skin is an immune system structure. Skin cells make immune chemicals. This should make perfect sense to anybody who understands even a tiny little bit about the body, because the immune system is a defensive system and the skin is a defensive organ. So you have large concentrations of immune, or a large amount of immune defensive activity in the skin.